Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Anime Podcast channel. My name is Benji. Now, you guys may be wondering, where's Nick? Where's Kingston? Well, from this point forward, we're gonna start doing a little bit, 5 to 7 minute videos, each of us individually, in order to give you guys a little bit more content on the channel. Now, what does that mean for the channel? It means that no more podcasts. I'm just kidding. From now on out, we're going to try to start doing a little bit of intermediate content in between our hour to 2 hour long discussions between the three of us. Now, with that being said, that's not going to be much of a change. All of this is going to mean is that you guys get more content. Point blank simple. Now, recently, I asked you guys on the Twitters. Well, actually, on the Instagrams. I asked you guys on Instagram, what were your One Piece hot takes, your general discussions, as well as your One Piece theories. Now, with this being said, I'm going to go through them right now in this video to be my first video. And then if you guys actually like the kind of content, like this kind of stuff where, I take your opinions and I kind of break them down, let me know with a like and a subscribe to our channel. We do all kinds of anime and manga content throughout. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. Alright, so I asked you guys on IG what are some of your topics that you want me to discuss, and I'm going to break them down in this video. Here we go. So the first one says Sanji got conquerors haki too, but they ain't ready for that. So I'm gonna say this. I think 100% Sanji does have conquerors haki, or he at least will achieve the ability to have conquerors haki. And what capacity will we see it? I think the best chance before was Whole Cake. It didn't happen, but that's okay because I feel like at some point in the story there's going to be a point where Sanji really has to step through and be the fighter that he is, as well as within the monster trio. Zoro and Wano has been going crazy. Luffy and Wano has been going crazy. We don't know necessarily just yet if Sanji going to get that ability just yet, but I definitely feel like he's going to have conquerors haki later on down the line. Next question. Feels like there's great character development, but the overall end goal is still so far. Wrap it up. So this is what I would say to that. I feel like let Oda do what he does, baby. Hey, if they give us a 2-piece or a 3-piece, I'm for it. Give me all the pieces. I want them. I need them. Let me have them. Let's get it. All right. The next one. Skypiea is the best and most fun art. I gotta disagree with you on this one, buddy. I think you're smoking that pack on this one. Now, that's not to say that Skypiea is not a top tier art. Now, I'll say this, especially with Ohara's theory. And if you guys haven't seen the best One Piece theory on YouTube as of right now, go check it out. Ohara is the channel. Made a great reference to how the Skypiea art may be the literal blueprint to how the end of One Piece could be. But with that being said, as far as Skypiea being the best and most fun art, if we go keep it a bean, Skypiea has some boring parts in it. That's not to say that was bad, but there was a lot of parts that were like drawn out. Especially who were the little like twin rabbit looking who I don't know. But Skypiea is up there. I'll give it a 7.5. Out of 10. This is my opinion. Akanu is a more threatening villain than Blackbeard is the next question. I don't know. I do not know. I would say the way that Blackbeard is really being kind of mysterious, and we've seen Akainu pretty like decently frequently post time skip. I don't necessarily know if I can agree with that. Blackbeard has so many things to his utility, especially for the last 2 years he's been gathering devil fruits. We still don't know what happened during the Payback War when he fought the remaining crew members of the Whitebeard Pirates. With that being said, do I really think that Akainu is more threatening than Blackbeard? I don't know. We'll have to see. I hate Akainu and I hate Blackbeard, so there's that. So I don't know. Next question. Ohara's theory. Yes. So my thoughts on Ohara's theory, I feel like it was literally a theory where I know that Oda said if somebody were able to guess like the end of One Piece, that was going to be the theory. I feel like that theory itself pinpointed so many things that seem so relevant. One of the things that he mentioned was the fact that we know within the One Piece world, we never really see Luffy really wink. And I know that the skull that was supposed to be reminiscent of the ancient kingdom, I believe, if I'm not 100% mistaken, the eye is missing from that. Now, the thing about it that makes that kind of crazy is in that volume chapter, Luffy is actually blinking. He's actually winking in that chapter cover, which kind of begs, moves the question whether or not Luffy may or may not be hinting at, this arc itself is definitely detailing what the One Piece story is going to hold. So, I don't know. I thought that was very interesting. I really liked Ohara's theory. I don't know. We'll have to just see. Next question. Punk Hazard was a better rising action arc than Water 7 or Impel Down. I mean, you didn't say, you said Water 7? Hey bro, you might be smoking the pack. Might be smoking the big pack. Punk Hazard? I don't know. I mean, Punk Hazard has some dope stuff, especially with Law and Zoro, but we gonna be honest, Water 7 and Impel Down went crazy. Crazy. So, I don't know. I might have to put a pack alert for that one. Pack. Next one. We need more talk about inanimated objects with devil fruit abilities. In my opinion, I think Fuji's sword has the grab fruit. Yikes. I don't know. That's an interesting concept. I don't necessarily think that would actually happen though. But if it is, you're definitely onto something. I mean, I don't know necessarily how you would infuse a devil fruit with a weapon or something like that, but just like the concept of it does kind of like begs, like kind of, I don't know. It leans towards certain like speculation. So I see how you could think that. I mess with that. All right, next one. Page 1 is working with Big New Morgans. I don't know. We've seen Page 1 very, not too much as of recently within Wano, but Big New Morgans, I believe you're talking about the bird who, provides the news throughout the One Piece verse. I don't know. I mean, that would be crazy, especially like we need to get news, like the news that is happening within Wano that needs to get out, ASAP. So, I don't know. That's a good, pretty good question. The Straw Hats have Monet's fruit from Punk Hazard. Now, if you guys don't know, Monet was the one working with Caesar Clown on Punk Hazard. Do I think the Straw Hats have that fruit? I don't know. I don't know the way that devil fruits work, but if you die, does that mean it just pops out of you or something like that? I'm not 100% sure. And I don't even know if she died 100%. She may have. We don't know what happened to Monet after that, so there's that. Next question. Fishman Island could have been a banger as an arc if they had better villains for the crew. I mean, Hody Jones was kind of lame. If we go be honest, bro. But here, I'll say this. Fishman Island, I don't think his main focus was on the fighting. I think the main focus of Fishman Island as an arc was to show the social complexities of how fishmen are treated within the world. I also think that is also a good stepping stone to show how far in the last 2 years that the Straw Hats had come from the time skip. It showed all of their strengths, all of the stuff that they were doing. It showed that Sanji became more of a simp, but you guys know I love Sanji. Sanji supremacy over here, baby.
Excellent.
But with that being said, I don't necessarily think Fishman Island arc was meant to be a fighting arc per se. I think the Wano was supposed to. I think Dressrosa, obviously, because you get with Gear 4th. Whole Cake is more of an escape arc, so not really a battle arc. But anything to that degree, I feel like Fishman Island, the writing there is simply to put in this hint about Joy Boy, to put in this hint about the fishmen and how they were treated, or Fisher Tiger and stuff like that. So I can see that. Fishman Island gets way too much hate. There's too many haters out there. All right, next one. Buggy is the best character in One Piece. You okay? You okay? Buggy, really? The best character in One Piece? All right, I'm gonna move on. You have a good day. I'm just kidding. Buggy. I don't know. I like Buggy. I don't think he's the best character in One Piece though. So there's that. Next question. Along with the Warlord capture theory, other pirates capture will be freed for the final battle. I 100% agree with this. I feel like Doflamingo and a lot of those individuals who are still in Impel Down, they'll have some kind of role within the One Piece world a little bit later on, especially Doflamingo. There's no way that you can have such a goated, villain and have him kind of be sidelined for the final battle. So definitely see Doflamingo actually making a second appearance. So there's that. Next question, and this is from the same guy. Oh, big shout out to Blumbo _ one of the homies. To show the Navy's power after Wano, most of the warlords will be captured. Now, here's my prediction. I think most of the warlords will be captured, especially with the new development that we got from Vegapunk, that they're completely eradicating the warlord system. Now, with that being said, there's one in particular warlord that I think will actually join a pirate crew, and that is Mihawk. I 100% believe that Mihawk will join the red-haired pirates. One, for protection, and two, now I'm not saying that Mihawk needs protection, but I feel like it will play in really well with Zoro and Luffy being able to train under the tutelage of Shanks and Mihawk in Elbaf. I think those are the two people that I definitely think are going to have some kind of impact on that front. Ben Beckman is cooler than Shanks. Pull just a pistol on Kazuya had him shook. 100%. Big Beckman is that nigga. But here's the thing. Ben Beckman, we still haven't seen him fire his gun, which is crazy to me. He threatened Kazuru, and at the end of the day, like, Kazuru didn't want any kind of smoke. And now think about it. Kazuru can literally control his speed and everything with light. Ben Beckman, we don't know what he got, but he has not fired his pistol one time. He's only hit somebody with his pistol. If he has some haki bullets, pew pew, pew pew pew. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. But I don't know. We'll see. I really want to see how the red-haired pirates actually operate, how strong they are within the series. I don't think there's any other person, or any more mysterious person that we've seen, thus far. Got a couple more. Oh, big shout out to Kyle. He said this. Luffy is the best shonen protagonist out of the big four. Only coming second to my boy Alan Walker, but definitely Luffy is a goated protagonist. I don't think we've ever seen somebody's journey really go like this, the way it's been going. And I know Oda's just going to continue to, throw out bangers. So, at the end of the day, I think Luffy will go down. Luffy and One Piece will go down as one of the best, materials of fiction that's ever been devised. Oda is really goat. I just hope I get to meet the man one day. With that being said, I'm going to move on to this last one. And it's actually going to tie into a theory that I have for the end of this video. Shanks won't take the Straw Hat back until after Luffy is king, as well as there's a chance that Shanks is actually a bad guy using Luffy to take out his oppression. Now, with this being said, do I think Shanks is a bad guy? I do not. I don't think that Shanks is a bad guy. I think the fact of the matter is, if he was a bad guy, I think he's simply using Luffy in order to use the name of the D, in order to get the One Piece or get something of his game. Now, what I think as far as Shanks himself, he's one of the most mysterious characters within the One Piece verse. We know nearly nothing about him. But here's my perspective of it. I think that Shanks is actually Rox D. Zebek's father. I think that I'm sorry about that. I think that Rox D. Zebek is Shanks' father, as well as I think Rox D. Zebek's wife or Shanks' mom is a celestial dragon. Now, the reason I say this is Shanks has such a unique character development that we only know from certain portions of the story. For one, he's the only one who's been able to actually carry out a conversation really cordially with the Gorosei. No other pirate has been known to do that. With also that, it also seemed like it was really not like non-threatening, his relationship with them. With that being said, he's also on the other end of the spectrum, being one of the most illustrious pirates within the One Piece verse. Now, with that being said, I think that, especially at the end of that chapter when he did meet the Gorosei, that Shanks wanted to know a name of a certain pirate. That certain pirate had to be Rox D. Zebek, in my opinion. I feel like there's so many things that kind of hint to that being the case, as well as in chapter 434 of the manga. In chapter 434 of the manga, once Shanks he climbs aboard Whitebeard's ship, there's actually an interaction that I think a lot of people actually missed, and I actually saw this on Reddit. Big shout out to Afri Sheik on Reddit. They're the one who actually posted this theory. Now, the fact of the matter is, when Shanks climbs aboard and he blows everyone away with his haki, he says this to Whitebeard. He says, Shanks says this: "You'll have to excuse me. I have trouble staying relaxed when I'm on an enemy ship." And this is Whitebeard. Whitebeard says, "When I look at your face, it makes my scars ache. The scars I got from him." Now, for the longest time, I feel like the One Piece fandom were under the impression that Goldie Roger was the one that he was referring to. Now, this actually is not true. The fact of the matter is, it's looking more and more like the person who gave Whitebeard those scars that ache are Rox D. Zebek. And especially Whitebeard being a part of Rox D. Zebek's crew, along with Kaido and Big Mom, this could kind of point credence to Shanks actually having some kind of relationship, whether it be through his son or bloodline, to Rox D. Zebek. Now, do I know what Shanks's end goal is, or what he wants to at the end of the day, or what's his goal? I don't think he necessarily wants the One Piece. What I think Shanks really wants is to find out what his father was looking for on God Valley. What does that mean for the story? I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like Shanks would have already been in the race to really get the One Piece before. I don't necessarily think he's seen the One Piece, or I think he's probably curious about the One Piece itself, but I definitely think he's looking for something that his father, who was one of the most illustrious pirates, who was even Goldie Roger's original rival, I think that's a fact that we have to kind of come to grips with. But with that being said, I'm going to end it off on this one. And big shout out to my guy, Kid Jaden77. Pre and post time skip are both equally amazing for their own unique reasons. I 100% agree with this. I think pre and post time skip have different qualities that both series didn't really necessarily have. That being said, that's going to be the end of this episode. If you guys really like this content, or you like me kind of, breaking down a lot of your opinions about One Piece or Jujutsu or even Greymon, because that's probably going to be my next video. Just let you know. Or either that, or I have another video planned, but we'll see. But with that being said, what do you guys think about this video? If you guys like it, let me know a little bit of comments down below. I can do another one. And from there, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for all the love and support. I promise you we have some dope surprises coming for you guys from the Geek Giant family, from me, myself, Nick, as well as Kingston. And with that being said, thank you so much for supporting.